Good evening and welcome into Canfield High School, round number 1 of our OHSAA state playoffs. The number 2 seed Canfield Cardinals hosting New Philadelphia, the number 15 seed here tonight. In round number 1, two teams that are playing some great football as of late. New Philadelphia, the Quakers, have won 4 out of their last 5, Kyle, and they're coming off the biggest victory of their 2022 campaign, beating their rival in Dover at home last week in overtime fashion.
Yeah, Rich, New Philadelphia able to take the victory last week, 21-20 in overtime, like you said. Canfield's also coming off an impressive victory, a 35-6 victory over Boardman. And the biggest thing for New Philadelphia is, can they stop Brock Lowry? And he's been the stud for Canfield the last couple of seasons, and he can do it all, Rich. He can run it on the ground. He can throw it through the air. The biggest thing is, can they neutralize the star power of Brock Lowry? And that's going to be the biggest test for this Quaker defense.
New Philadelphia did win the coin toss. They elected to defer to the second half. The Quakers are led by head coach Mike Johnson. The Cardinals are led by longtime head coach and Mike Pavlansky. Give you a quick summary real quick of what these teams have done throughout the regular season. The Quakers offensively scoring 13.5 points per game, looking for some more offensive production here tonight. But defensively, they have been stout, holding opponents to under 3 touchdowns a night. Canfield has one of the best defenses in this Division III Region number 9 section, holding opponents at 10 points per game, Kyle, and scoring close to 32. You mentioned Brock Lowry, the Indiana commit, leads this team offensively, and he does it both ways, on his feet and through the air. The kicker for the Quakers, we saw him last season, is Nathan DeMith. DeMith is a senior at 6'2", 220, and he will tee it up at the 40. And we're about to be underway here at Canfield Playoff Edition tonight. The Cardinals ended their regular season with a record of 8-1. New Philadelphia ended their slate at 6-4. And this is a great bounce-back season for New Philadelphia. We talked about it last week. A lot of speculation with a playoff and who was going to get in. And with a rivalry victory over Dover, that is what propelled the Quakers into this playoff round.
Yeah, Rich, and obviously when you play your rival, you're going to have that extra intensity going into the week. A lot of extra focus into the preparation as well. And like we said earlier, they're coming off an impressive victory against Dover, and we're going to see if they're able to continue that momentum this week against Canfield.
Pooch kick to the far sideline. Gavin Raymond has it for Canfield. He shakes one. He's loose past the 35, and a nice return to start. And the Cardinals, like they have done all season long here at home, they begin their opening possession with great field position.
And I feel like we've been talking about this a lot the last couple of weeks, Rich. Canfield being able to start in excellent field position. We're going to see them start at around the 40-yard line. And when they have been given the ball in excellent field position, they have made their opposition pay for it. And more times than not, they have been able to find their way into the end zone.
So DeMith tried a little pooch kick to the far sideline. The Canfield Cardinals have 2 deadly returners offensively who are averaging about 25 yards out of the back of the end zone when they return it. But tonight they stay away from those back returners and go to the up men. Brock Lowry's in the shotgun. He will hand it off on the first carry, and tripped up and dropped down in the backfield is Danny Inglis. Coming off the edge was the defensive end for the Quakers, and that was Owen Schillis. Schillis, the junior, big size on the line. It's 6'6", 200 pounds, and it's a loss on the first play of the night for the Cardinals offensively.
And, Richard, we saw the multiple of backs that this Canfield offense has in their repertoire. You have Danny English, who didn't start the game last week, but he's starting the game this week. Then you have Ryan Schneider, who's been able to come back and play a big role since he's been healthy. Then you also have Scott Eden, who's also been stepping back in the backfield. And then you have Brock Lowry, who's been the star of this offense so far. And when you have 4 backs like that can take the load, then it's going to be a big test for this New Philadelphia defense.
Lowry shakes a couple. He picks up that 4 right back and then 2 more. That'll bring up a 3rd down and 8 here for Canfield. Kind of their go-to on 2nd down and long there with that quarterback keeper off the left side. They favor that left side when they pull their tackle on A.J. Murphy, who's their biggest lineman. He is 6'4". He is 271 pounds, and he is getting a lot of looks from MAC schools, including Toledo and Bowling Green.
And we saw this Canfield offense last week, Rich. They were moving him quite a bit from the left side to the right side, and they're going to look to him to be a big contributor on this D-line or this O-line to be able to create some pressure and be able to seal the edge for this Canfield offense.
Lowry throws it near side. He's got his man Gavin Raymond, and Raymond inside the 35. Give credit to Lowry, who was able to evade 2 tackles in the backfield there from the edge rush by the Quakers. He got it away in time, and he finds his best receiver so far this season. He's the smallest guy, but he's got the most catches. Gavin Raymond, who is 5'7", makes his first here tonight.
Yeah, in the last 2 weeks, Rich, Brock has gone to Raymond in the end zone 3 different occasions in the last 2 weeks, and by far, like you said, has been one of his favorite targets. And we saw his one touchdown catch last week with the one-handed grab in the end zone, and that's going to be someone that this new Philadelphia team is going to have to neutralize along with Brock Lowry. And this offense is going to have a lot of weapons, like we mentioned, the running backs, and when you have the receivers that this Canfield offense has, it's going to be really tough to defend.
Brock Lowry off to the left side. Good tackle from behind by number 34, and Thad Van Arsdalen. Van Arsdalen is their go-to linebacker. He's got the majority of the Quaker tackles this season, and he holds Brock Lowry to no gain. Something we haven't seen a lot of this season. The Cardinals offensively have bred positive carries almost every single try, but tonight the Quakers have bottled up Lowry on his feet.
Yeah, and Lowry has been the leading rusher for this Canfield offense, and we've seen what he's been able to do all year on the ground, Rich, and to be able to come out of the gate and be able to neutralize Brock Lowry early in the game, it's going to be a big advantage for this defense, and for them to be able to come out on top. That's the one thing they're going to have to do. They're going to be able to have to neutralize Brock Lowry on offense.
Van Arsdalen with another tackle there. Just a short pickup, 3rd down and moderate here for the Cardinals. Just underway, 8:51 and ticking left in our first quarter. Glad you could join us. First round of our high school football playoffs here on YSN. Number 2 against number 15. Canfield and New Philadelphia meeting for the 3rd consecutive season. The last 2 meetings have gone the Cardinals' way. 3rd down, 6. Lowry to run. And then he will be tripped up right near the 25. That's going to be about a yard short of that line to gain, and it's going to bring a 4th down and short coming up. In this package we've seen a lot of this season, there's no doubt in my mind Mike Pavlansky is going to go for it here.
Yeah, and when you have the weapons that this Canfield offense has, and with the field position that they have, and even if you don't get the first down, you're still giving the ball to New Philadelphia in a pretty good spot defensively, and with the type of star power that this offense has, I wouldn't doubt that they would go for it here.
Lowry's going to keep it himself off to the left side. Good blocking there. Squeezes through the hole, and he picks up that first down. Heavy on the left side tonight. Left tackle Dom DiDonato leading the way for the Cardinals. And Lowry picks up a nice chunk of 5 to move the chains. So on that 4th and short package, it's a lot of Lowry left, Lowry right. We saw that in the latter half of the game against Cheney all the way back in week number 5, something they did the entire drive. So they come out 1st down and 10 now inside the 20. The Cardinals the last 3 weeks have scored on the opening possession. See if they can make it 4 weeks in a row. Lowry will keep it again off to the right side. Now reverses field, and he picks up a pretty good gain on 1st down to bring up 2nd down and short. Connor Tetzloff with the tackle. Tetzloff, who plays both ways, halfback, also a linebacker, a senior 6'4", 200. His brother and Curtis right behind him wearing number 2. So 1 and 2 of the Tetzloff brothers for the Quakers. We saw them make an immediate impact on the ball game last year. Into New Philadelphia was a final of 35-0 in 2021. The Cardinals did a great job getting off to a great start, and then they shut down the Quakers the rest of the way. This is a carry for Danny Inglis, stumbling, stays on his feet, and Inglis is chopped into the end zone. The Cardinals make it 4 consecutive weeks with an opening possession touchdown.
And we mentioned how Canfield was able to start an excellent field position on a lot of their drives in the last couple of weeks, Rich, and this first drive was no different, and they've been doing this all season long, being able to make their opponents pay with giving the ball an excellent field position. And when you have someone like Brock Lowry under center that can not only run the ball but can throw the ball in, we only saw him throw one pass this drive, and we just saw just how dangerous he can be on the ground on this drive. And now you have to worry about Dan Inglis, who got the handoff. And when you have all these weapons, it's definitely going to be hard to defend.
Gavin Raymond's the holder. He gets it down. Mysick's kick is up, and it is straight through. 7-0 our score. We'll take our first break. We'll be back after this on YSN.
Coca's Pizza, your high school football headquarters. Come to pregame with half-off select appetizers in our dining room starting at 5 p.m. Also want to stay for the game? We'll be playing it live. That's Coca's Pizza. We serve it hot.
Cardinals take the opening lead. 7-0 is our score with 6:44 left to play here in our first quarter. Danny Inglis with a touchdown for the Cardinals. They converted a couple times on third down, and most importantly, they converted on 4th down and 2 with a Brock Lowry keeper, and that kept the drive alive. And once you keep the drive alive with this offense, Kyle, they're destined for the end zone.
Yeah, Rich, and a slow, methodical drive from this Canfield offense and being able to convert on a couple of third down opportunities and be able to convert on that 4th down chance, being able to deflate the confidence of this new Philadelphia defense, kind of what helped propel them to that early touchdown score. And now we're going to see how that defensive drive will affect this new Philadelphia offense.
Mizek kicks it into the hands of Dakota McCune. McCune, the senior, who brings it out to the 25. And they're going to mark it officially at the 26. So that's where New Philadelphia will take over on their first drive of the ball game. Since we saw them last season, they have shaken some things up offensively, including their quarterback, first-year quarterback, and Keaton Fossil. He's just a sophomore, 6 foot, $170. Their halfback is Connor Tetzloff, and it is Trevor Bean, two guys that we saw a lot of last season. Bean is going to be to the left of Fossil to start this drive. He takes it. He will give it. And here is Bean for a short pickup of 2 at most. This is a big new Philadelphia offensive line, Kyle. When we looked at it before the game, and they did it there, they're going to run a lot off to the right side. Those guards and tackles over 500 pounds on the right side with Cameron Clarkson, your right guard at 6'2", 280. And then your right tackle is Garrett Dillon Ryan at 6'2" and 260 pounds.
Yeah, Rich, and if you're looking at their offensive line, 4 of their starting 5 offensive linemen are at least 6'2". So to be able to have that kind of size on your line, I wouldn't be surprised to see a lot of run from this new Philadelphia offense. And with a D-line that this Canfield team has, I'm eager to see what this battle is going to be up in terms of up front in the line of scrimmage.
Well, I think New Philadelphia is going to have to do a lot of what they just did right there, and that's throw the football tonight. This has been a Canfield run defense that has been so good this season. So if you're going to have any chance of beating the Cardinals, you're going to have to find a way to air it out. And they did right there, found Brant Wells, the senior wide receiver, makes his first catch of the night. Man in motion, a jet sweep to the far side for Shawnee Dietz. Dietz gets the edge, and then he's pushed out of bounds on the far sideline. Positive carry on first down to bring up 2nd down and 7 to go. So they get everybody involved. They've got some talented wide receivers, Brant Wells, Willie Wallace, Shawnee Dietz. You'll see a little bit of the tight end tonight, which we saw on the defensive side of the ball, Thad Van Arsdalen. And then the running backs, as we mentioned, are Connor Tetzloff and Trevor Bean. So you'll see a good 7-8 guys get involved in this offense tonight. Here is Bean, and then he is dropped by a host of Cardinals for a short pickup of 1. First 3rd down package for New Philadelphia. It will be 3rd down and about 6 to go. Dom DiDonato comes in for the 3rd down package for the Cardinals on the defensive line. Dom DiDonato, a letter winner from a year ago, a senior defensive end at 5'11", 256, and he has had a productive season on both sides of the football this season.
Yeah, Rich, just being a key contributor to that starting O-line and being able to do what he can on the defensive front, being able to play both ways. It's not always the easiest thing, especially when it comes to your endurance and your conditioning, but he's been able to prove that he can be able to play both ways and be a big factor on both sides of the ball.
False start on the offense, didn't get a number there, but it'll be against the Quakers, and that'll push him back, and now it's a 3rd down and medium to a 3rd down and long at 3rd and 10. Ball at their own 39. The Quakers played their best game of the season last week against Dover from start to finish. A clean game for New Philadelphia. As we mentioned in our open, starting to play some good football at the right time. Had a tough start to the campaign, but have since won 4 out of their last 5. Bubble screen incomplete off the hands of Willie Wallace. That's a situation where Wallace put his head down and he started running before he caught the football. So lost concentration, and now the Quakers are going to have to punt on their opening drive.
Yeah, obviously with the false start penalty, Rich, forcing New Philadelphia into a passing situation. And like you said, looking downfield before the pass was even there. And because of that, the ball pops out of his hands. And now New Philadelphia is going to be forced to punt to this Canfield offense that has been hot over the last couple of weeks and pretty much all season as a whole.
Curtis Tetzloff is the punter. Line drive kick. It's fielded right at the 25-yard line. The Quakers defensively crashing in. Just a very short return. And for the first time, I'd say in 3 weeks, the Cardinals are going to start one of their possessions inside the 30-yard line.
Yeah, Rich, and now we're going to see how this offense can build off of that opening drive to start the game. They're able to get their way into the end zone for 6. And like you said, they're going to be starting deeper into their territory this drive. And I'm eager to see if we're going to see more of this passing game from Brock, because we saw 5 carries on that opening drive, and with the weapons that this team has on the outside, I'm eager to see if he's going to start airing it out like he did last week.
Lowry with the power setup here, tight end to the right side. They'll put the ball on the ground to start the possession, and it's a modest pickup of about 3 yards. Right up the middle for another running back getting involved tonight, Scotty Eaton. Scotty Eaton had a couple of carries last week against Boardman. He was big in the game against Bellevue. Scotty Eaton had multiple rushing touchdowns in the 28-12 victory on the road at Bellevue in week number 2. That's a Bellevue team talking about a big upset last year. They got upset. They were the number 1 seed in their region in division number 4, and they got beat by the 16 seed last year. Only team in the state to lose to the 16 seed. Lowry takes it. He's going to run it on the quarterback draw, trying to stretch it outside. He will. He's got the first down, stutter steps, and then he's knocked out of bounds there by Curtis Tetzloff. Another big run there for Brock Lowry. He continues to do it on his feet, and that's what makes him so dangerous. He hasn't thrown the ball very much. You mentioned that, Kyle, but why would you throw it when you're so productive right now on the ground?
And obviously, for any football team, you're going to want to establish the running game. And when you're this dominant on the run game, Rich, and whether it be Brock Lowry, Danny English, Ryan Schneider, or even Scott Eaton, they have a lot of weapons they can go to on the ground, and I'm eager to see how they're able to rotate through these backs and get all of them into the game.
3:38 left to play. Another throw, this time near side. Gavin Raymond on the 5-yard out, and he will connect for 6 yards. Gavin Raymond, his second connection of the night. Raymond, a senior, 5'7", $143. And he picks up 6 to bring up 2nd down and 4 at midfield. That's something they also like to do this season. Quick pops, 5 and outs. They don't like to keep the ball in Brock Lowry's hands too much, especially with his really good defensive front here for New Philadelphia. We already saw it in that opening possession. Coming across the line was Owen Schillis, who made a tackle for a loss. This time Inglis on the stretch handoff. He's going to evade a couple defenders, and he picks up a nice chunk of 8, and that's another Canfield first down. And watching the New Philadelphia against West Holmes game 2 weeks ago, that's where New Philadelphia struggled with that run defense. They gave up a total of 60 points against West Holmes in week number 9. And I think Canfield saw that tape, and they're going to try and utilize their run game. New Philadelphia typically plays a 3-man down defense, but, of course, with this run game, they put 4 on the line and then another defensive end as well. They haven't been able to stop it, and they won't here as well. Danny Inglis puts his head down. Another big pickup and another first down. So Danny Inglis is starting to get healthy again. He was sick the last couple of weeks. He didn't play much against Boardman because he didn't have much conditioning. He didn't play the last week against Talon, and then he was able to get back on the field for limited carries against Boardman, and it looks like he's back to his regular shape and form here in week 11.
And what a big weapon to be able to have at 100% for week number 1 of the playoffs, Rich. And we're seeing what he's been able to do on just a couple of carries to start the game, and we're going to see him get in action here. And he's been able to do so much, not only in the run game, but also in the passing game.
Inglis breaking 2 tackles again. Good check down there for Brock Lowry and another chunk pickup. You know, this is a Canfield team that sporadically gets some big plays, but in this drive, it's been all chunk plays for the Cardinals.
Yeah, and just very demoralizing for the defense to be able to give up these plays, the short plays that end up turning into even bigger gains afterwards. And we're just going to see how this new Philadelphia defense can adapt to this offense, and they're going to have to be able to stop the run because Canfield has been doing a great job of being able to pound the ball down the middle of the field.
Here's Scotty Eaton, and this time he's hit by a linebacker and Jaden Bolts, the junior, coming up and pounding Eaton at the line of scrimmage. He did fall forward for one, so a nice adjustment there by Mike Johnson and this coaching staff here for New Philadelphia, bringing 8 guys in the box, and they were able to hold that run to just a yard. And you got to pay attention to some of these linebackers. We've already mentioned Thad Van Arsdalen. They also have Connor Tetzloff and Jaden Bolts, who made that last tackle. So a nice trio of linebackers here for New Philadelphia. Lowry on the quarterback keeper, off to the right side, and then he is knocked down hard. Tried to leap over the defender, but staying home was Trevor Bean. Bean makes a nice open field tackle, and that'll set up a 3rd down and 6 here for the Cardinals as we approach a minute 30 left in our first quarter.
And we saw Canfield on their opening drive be able to convert on the majority of their 3rd down conversions, Rich, and we're going to be able to see if on 3rd and 7, if they're going to be able to hold this D-line strong and be able to get these 7 yards necessary.
4 wide for the Cardinals. They love the draw play here. Lowry takes. He fakes. He's looking to throw over the middle right to a New Philadelphia linebacker, and it's picked off. And speak of the devil, it's Van Arsdalen again, and New Philadelphia comes up with a big-time turnover inside their own 20-yard line.
Looked like Lowry tried to force that pass in, Rich, and try to get the pass over the middle of the field with a slant there, and the defensive back was right there to make the play, and obviously a key mistake inside the red zone, Rich. When you're driving down the field as well as they have so far, definitely demoralizing for this offense.
That's a pass that we haven't seen too much of, where it's intercepted over the middle. It's usually very good at protecting the football, limiting turnovers like you said, but there, New Philadelphia did a good job dropping back into that zone defense, and they had a couple linebackers over the middle of the field, and New Philadelphia comes up with their first turnover. On their second possession, here is Bean shaking and baking past the 15, and a nice pickup on 1st down for Trevor Bean. And this is one of those momentum plays here for New Philadelphia. If they could build a long drive here and get right back into this ball game, as we're already under a minute in our first quarter.
Yeah, and whenever you play a team like Canfield, when you're facing an electric offense, momentum is going to be huge in this game, and we're gonna be able to see if this New Philadelphia team can turn that turnover, be able to carry that momentum on offense, and be able to push their way in for a score.
Fossil in the gun, the sophomore quarterback who had the game-winning touchdown against Dover in overtime last week. Here is Bean on the stretch play. He's showing off his speed to the outside, and Danny Inglis from behind will pick up the tackle, but that does move the chains. It's a 1st down. Trevor Bean hurt the Cardinals last season in this matchup, and the fast halfback showing off his athleticism, able to bunch it to the outside and pick up the 1st down. New Philadelphia going to be content with that run. That'll take us to the second quarter. 7-0 Canfield. We'll be back here at Bob Dove Field after this.
My guy keeps it 100% of the time. He wants all 100, won't settle for 99. And it's more than stats because there's people in those numbers. And I was one of the lost sheep. I'm so glad he cares for all 100. I'm 100% safe, 100% free, 100% love. I can be 100% me. He gave all 100 when they put him up on that tree. That's 100% passion for 100% free. So if I play in front of 100, or if I play in front of 2, there's an audience of 1 getting 100% of what I can do.
Welcome back to Canfield High School, New Philadelphia, here on a 1st down and 10 after a Trevor Bean pickup of 7 yards to move the chains. A New Philadelphia team who's clicking on all cylinders coming in here to week number 11. A huge turnover inside their 20 and looking to produce a big drive here. Another bubble screen to the outside, this time for Brant Wells, his second target, and this time it's for a positive gain, and that will most likely cut the chains in half for a nice pickup of 5. Caden Cahoot, one of the main correspondents for this Cardinals defense, will make the tackle in the open field. New Philadelphia, the left side of their line, we already featured their right side. Boston Crowell is their left tackle, 6'5", 230. He's the only underclassman as a sophomore. Tate Casper is the left guard. Quarterback draw for Fossil. Fossil shakes one. He's trying to bunch it outside. Instead, he is hit right at the 35 and dropped there. A good pickup and another first down.
Yeah, design QB run there, Rich. You saw the right tackle pull down to where the center's at and pull up through the A gap there, and the quarterback just followed his lead blocker there, and now it's going to set up a first down for this Quaker offense.
The way both of these offenses play, this could be a fast game tonight. I mean, they love to keep it on the ground. Fossil going to bunch it up here. They got 3 backs in the backfield. They're going to go to their main back. Here's Bean trying to get to the outside. Good containment by the Canfield corner, and Bean will pick up a short carry of 3 yards. A nice job by number 10 and Scotty Eaton. The corner kept him from getting to the outside, which we saw at the end of the first quarter, forced him back to the middle half and then out of bounds.
Yet early on in the game, Rich, we're seeing that this Quaker offense is going to try to utilize the outside run, and one thing that this defense for Canfield is going to have to do is being able to contain these outside runs, and the one thing that they can't let happen is lose contain and let these running backs for New Philadelphia get in some open space and be able to break some outside runs for big gains.
They're going power again. Not one wide receiver. Toss to the outside. Here is Bean, and Bean will be hit and dropped at the 40. That's a pickup of 2, and now it's going to be 3rd down and 5 to go for New Philadelphia. Canfield defensively, we talked about it, allowing just 10 points per game this season. A lot of people love to talk about the offense, of course. Danny Inglis, Brock Lowry, 2 Division I offers. Of course, Lowry's going to Indiana. Inglis got one from Iowa State a couple of weeks ago. But this defense has really been, the heartbeat of this team. Throw to the outside. Another screen look. This is a first down pickup, and he's chopped down inside Cardinal territory. Connor Tetzloff, the senior, will pick up the first down for New Philadelphia.
You mentioned this Canfield defense only giving up about 10 points per game, Rich. Offense is only going to do so much for you. Defense is what's going to win you games, and if you score 40 points a game, if you give up 50 points a game, those 40 points don't matter. You're going to end the week with a loss, and be able to give up that few amount of points per week. It's definitely huge for this Canfield team.
Head coach and Mike Johnson got that timeout off right before the snap. It was almost simultaneously with the snap, but they do give it to head coach Mike Johnson. That's the first charge timeout for New Philadelphia. We'll step aside. 9:43 left to play in our first half when we come back. First down and 10. Ball at the Canfield 48. A nice possession here for the New Philadelphia Quakers. 3rd consecutive meeting between the Cardinals and the Quakers. 2020 was played here at Canfield High School, so head coach Mike Johnson very familiar with this area. Back to Tetzloff on another bubble screen. That's kind of the go-to play here for New Philadelphia in this first half. A lot of bubble screens to the left and the right sides, and they're picking up some positive yardage.
Yeah, and they're hitting those screens, Rich, and they're doing a great job of being able to block because without the blocking, they're not able to get all these extra yards after the catch, and that's one thing that's been big on this drive is being able to block downfield and be able to get these extra yards because if you can't block on these short pass plays, you're not going to get many yards.
Fossil dumps it out to Bean. Bean trying to get it outside. He stiff arms one guy, and he's still on his feet before he's knocked out of bounds by 3 Cardinals right at the line of scrimmage for no gain. Scotty Eaton was holding on for dear life.
And one thing that this Canfield defense has struggled in the last couple of weeks is being able to secure the tackling. We've seen a lot of broken tackles from this Canfield defense, and like you said, Scott Eaton doing a great job of holding on for his dear life, like you said, and because of that, you have the rest of the Canfield defense being able to swarm in and be able to make the tackle there.
3rd down and long here for Keaton Fossil in this new Philadelphia offense. Just a sophomore quarterback, but he does a fantastic job of spreading the wealth. He's a great thrower, always accurate from what I've seen in the last couple weeks from Fossil. Rolling out to his weak side. He throws over the middle. There's another accurate throw and another good reception. New Philadelphia is going to move the chains. It's Tetzloff again. He is having himself a heck of a drive.
And the big question, Rich, for New Philadelphia was how are they going to be able to respond after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive? And we see them be able to get the turnover in the red zone, and now they're able to drive down the field. And now a couple of big plays for this New Philadelphia offense has them in excellent field position to be able to score.
1st and 10 at the Cardinal 34. Fossil under some pressure. He ducks his head down, and at that point, he's got to go down. Vince Luce came in there, and he will get the sack. Vince Luce, who got a ton of playing time as a sophomore last season, is really starting to show. A junior at 6'1", 291 on the defensive line, picks up a big chunk loss there on defense, and that's the spark play that the Cardinals needed after positive yardage this entire drive for New Philadelphia.
Yeah, Luce doing a great job of being able to shed the block there at the line of scrimmage and able to quickly get his way into the backfield and create chaos and be able to sack him for a loss. And now it's going to create a 2nd and 16 for this New Philadelphia offense.
Fossil's going to run it on a quarterback keeper. He picks up those 5 yards and then a couple more. It'll bring up a 3rd down now and manageable for the Quakers. So it's almost like Mike Johnson and Mike Pavlansky there on the 3rd down and long plays. Love that quarterback draw.
Yeah, when you have 2 quarterbacks that can run the ball very well, why not utilize that in the offense? And we see them be able to utilize that very well in both their offenses.
And we're going to have a timeout. So a timeout taken by the Cardinals and Mike Pavlansky's defense. We'll step aside. 6:50 when we come back. It's a 3rd down and 7 for New Philly here on YSN.
Quality, customer service, and integrity. Those are the 4 words that have driven our success since 1957 at Joe Dickey Electric.
Joe Dickey Electric is one Mahoning Valley landmark business that stays current with the requirements of our customers. Family owned and managed, we are an electrical contractor and energy solutions provider. Every member of our team adds to his or her skill set through ongoing training. Residential, commercial, industrial, automotive, and more. We keep ahead of the needs of our customers with a fleet of more than 50 vehicles and 24/7 emergency service, so you're never left in the dark.
Coca's Pizza, your high school football headquarters. Come to
6:50 left in our first half. 3rd down, 7 to go from the Cardinals 30. Fossil all alone in the gun. He's going to run it. What a big hole up the middle. He's got a lot of turf in front of him. Fossil to the outside, trying to get to the corner, and he's brought down inside the 5. Brock Lowry, the safety, got to him before he got to the end zone, but Keaton Fossil doing it on his legs on back-to-back plays, and now the Quakers are threatening here on just their 2nd drive of the game. This could be a potential 6-minute drive here for New Philadelphia.
Yeah, and Canfield getting a lot of pressure in the back to Rich, but unfortunately they let the middle of the field wide open, and Fossil doing a great job of being able to see that and be able to hit that hole for a big gain.
Fossil gets loose, back of the end zone, wide open. Touchdown Quakers. It's Connor Tetzloff again, his 4th catch of the drive, and this time wide open on his knees in the back of the end zone. The quarterback and Fossil was able to get free of a tackle, and he throws it to the back of the end zone for 6. What a drive by Mike Johnson's squad, and we are now an extra point away from tying this football game up at 7.
Yeah, credit to Fossil for being able to sit in the pocket and take that hit, because if he doesn't sit there and take that hit, that touchdown pass more than likely does not happen.
7-7 tie. Just a little bit under a 6-minute drive. And we will step aside when we come back here on the next kickoff.
You're not waiting to see what the world has in store for you. It's more about what you have in store for the world. All you need is the opportunity. All you need are the resources of a large university and the advantages of a personalized academic setting where you can experience new worlds in the arts and sciences, business, and education and make them your own. We are where you shape your future. We are Youngstown State University and proud.
.6:18 left. What a drive for the Quakers. They tie it up 7-7 here in the second quarter. It was Connor Tetzloff, the senior halfback, linebacker, and wide receiver, who was able to get loose in the back of the end zone. And we are now tied up at 7. Brand new ball game here, Kyle. Talked about the momentums here in high school football. Huge momentum swing as the Cardinals threw a pick inside the 10. And then New Philadelphia with a long sustained drive, onside kick. It looks like the Quakers got it. Waiting for the signal. They've got the football, and it's going New Philadelphia's way. What a kick by DeMith. The kicker with 10-yard squib by himself picked it up.
Yeah, and Canfield being a little passive there on special teams, Rich. Didn't look like they tried to charge the ball within the first 10 yards of that kickoff, and because of that, New Philadelphia able to pounce on it and recover it. And now they're going to get the ball back after scoring on that last drive. And with the momentum that they have, I'm eager to see how well that this offensive drive is going to go for New Philadelphia, and if this Canfield defense can turn the tides and get the momentum and the ball back on their side.
Back to power, all 11 in the box here for New Philly. Another dead whistle. And they forgot to pick up the tee. So Demuth, after the onside kick, of course, really excited, forgot to pick up his own tee. And that'll be first down and 10 at the 49. They're going back to power. Ran the ball well, threw the ball well on their last drive. And this defense for Canfield, they're tired. They go back to Bean. Bean off the left side. He is grabbed by a couple of linemen and dropped for a gain of 2. So now you got a tired Canfield defense out there after about a 6-minute drive on the last one. This time they get the ball inside Cardinal territory at the 49-yard line after the onside kick.
And with the size of this New Philadelphia offensive line, which like we talked about earlier, I'm not surprised that they're going right back to the run to tire out this D-line, because with the tired D-line, you're able to find these open holes and be able to get much bigger gains on these run plays.
Another screen play. New Philly off to the left side. Positive pickup. Third down and short coming up. Connor Tetzloff again. This guy is lighting it up here in the first half. Connor Tetzloff, his brother Curtis, who was the quarterback last season for the Quakers, and then Keaton Fossil after his freshman year, grew into that role, and he has done one heck of a job this season. He's got 2 more years after the completion of this one to be the leader of this New Philadelphia offense. Third down, 3 to go. They bunch it up. Fossil's ready. He hands it. Bean off the right side, falls forward, still on his feet. Lowry is trying to pull him back, and the pile's going to continue to push him just outside the 30 to the 31. A lot of heart and grit by this New Philadelphia offense here tonight. We talked about it in the open. This team is clicking on all cylinders right now. They started off slow this season. They've won 4 out of their last 5. And most importantly, they beat Dover, their rival, in week number 10. So this is a 6-4 football team, 15 seed. But this is a very tough test for Canfield here tonight in round number 1.
And just like a lot of sports when it comes to playoff time, Rich, it's being able to peak at the right moment. And I think this New Philadelphia team has peaked at the right moment. And like you said, we've seen some of their best football so far at the end of this season. And just in the last couple of drives, we've seen just how dominant this offense can be, especially within the run game.
Brock Lowry, little hit stick there on Trevor Bean. Stopped them at the point of attack, and it's 2nd down and 8 after a gain of 2. New package coming in. The tight ends will leave the field, And now the quick receivers coming on. And what we've seen from this package is screen left and screen right. They haven't thrown the ball downfield, just laterally. Fossil takes it. This time a man in motion. They give it on the fly sweep. The Cardinals contain it well, and they are able to stop that one for a loss. A fantastic job on the edge by the corner. Danny Inglis and Scotty Eaton coming in there to make the tackle. Vince Luce was also in there. That's a loss of 2 yards to bring up 3rd down and 10. Under 3:30 left to play. Here in our first half, tied up at 7 between New Philadelphia and Canfield. The Cardinals have had the football just twice here in this half. And that's how you beat the Cardinals. You keep Brock Lowry off the field.
Keep Brock Lowry off the field, Rich. You eliminate this offense from being able to score in. That's one thing that they've been able to do so far early this game is been able to have these long drives on offense.
Fossil almost picked off. Right through the hands of Danny Inglis. Good containment by the Cardinals secondary. And now Mike Johnson has a decision to make here on 4th down and 10. A couple guys on the far sideline looking to come in. I think he's waiting to make a decision with his coaching staff in the box. 3 minutes on the dot. Do you pin them deep or do you go for it? Now, Canfield has had the football to start the possession at the 39 and the 29. So you're right in the middle now. I wouldn't be surprised to see him go for it here.
Well, I think with the way that this Canfield offense has been playing, Rich, I would think maybe you'd go for the field goal here and at least get the points. But then if you give the ball back to Canfield, failing on a 4th down, you're giving them the opportunity to continue that momentum on offense.
Timeout taken. We'll see the decision from head coach Mike Johnson when we come back.
You're not waiting to see what the world has in store for you. It's more about what you have in store for the world. All you need is the opportunity. All you need are the resources of a large university and the advantages of a personalized academic setting where you can experience new worlds in the arts and sciences, business, and education and make them your own. We are where you shape your future. We are Youngstown State University and proud.
The kicker coming out here for the Quakers. Nathaniel DeMith got the onside kick, looking for a big one. The hold is down, and it was wobbling way left. Timeout taken by Mike Pavlansky before the kick. Wow. So now they're going to give him a second chance.
And I understand the reasoning for this, Rich, trying to ice the kicker. But now you're giving New Philadelphia a second chance to convert this field goal. They weren't able to make it on the first try, but luckily for them, they got a second opportunity to nail this kick in.
I don't know if you kick it now.
And now after you've seen that first attempt, do you send your kicker back out there, or do you send the offense back out?
Yeah, they're going to let him kick it again. That one was way left. But it had quite the distance. So it's not a factor of the leg. It's the factor of the accuracy here for Nathaniel DeMith. The holder for the Quakers is Carson Long. Snap is high. Long gets it down. DeMith's kick is up. Plenty of distance. Is it good? Yes, it is. The second try, he knocks it in. It's a 41-yarder. DeMith knocks it in from deep. That was more than 41 yards. That was about 47 yards.
Yeah, he had plenty of leg on that kick, Rich, and that second opportunity to kick the field goal proved to be in the advantage of New Philadelphia. And because of that, New Philadelphia is going to take a 10-7 lead. And if you're Canfield, now you have to respond now. And now the momentum is in New Philadelphia's favor. And we've seen what kind of offense that this team can put together. And now they got to put the defensive part together. And now you're going to send Brock Lowry back out for Canfield. And now you're going to be able to have to neutralize him. And we've seen what Canfield has done on the 2 drives that they've had the ball. They've been able to drive down the field. And we're going to have to see if they can make that adjustment and be able to slow down this offense.
Rarely do you have the MVP be a kicker, but in this case, DeMith, onside kick, recovers it himself, 47-yard field goal, 10-7, New Philadelphia with the lead. And give credit to Mike Johnson and this entire coaching staff here from New Philadelphia. What a game plan they have come up with here tonight, stretching out the Cardinals on defense, and now they have a 10-7 lead. Pooch kick to the near sideline. It's caught at the 30. The Cardinals take it past the 35 until the linebacker and Van Arsdalen will bring them down. Little late contact there between both sides, and there's no call on the play. Playoff atmosphere going to get a little chippy. And now it looks like the officials are going to have a conversation with Jaden Bolts of New Philadelphia. But still no penalty called, and now the Cardinals are going to take over right at the 40-yard line here on their third drive.
And we saw what happened on the last, and they were able to start on their 40-yard line, Rich, on their opening drive, able to force their way in for 6, and we're going to be able to see if they're able to capitalize on the excellent field position once again and be able to score.
Inglis squeezes through a couple tackles, and he picks up 6 yards to the 46-yard line. Nice pull there by the left guard for the Canfield Cardinals. That was Evan Parker coming across. He was able to get to the secondary, hit that linebacker, and allowed for Danny Inglis to squeeze in for 6 yards.
And one thing that this Canfield team is going to emphasize is being able to get to that second level in terms of the offensive line. And like I said, did a great job being able to get to that second level and be able to get some extra yards on that run.
Well, they take a page out of Mike Johnson's book here with a screenplay. Ball's going to go right to midfield. See where they mark this play. The sticks right at the 50, and I think he's going to be a yard short. He is. Ball at the 49-yard line. 2:13 left. The clock will stop after he went out of bounds after the bubble screen. Canfield looking to come back down and regain that lead. They came out with a 7-0 lead after a Danny Inglis touchdown. Connor Tetzloff scored one in the back of the end zone for New Philadelphia. And then Nathaniel DeMith with a huge kick of over 40 yards to make it 10-7. Lowry does execute, and that'll move the chains. That'll stop the clock at 2:08. Now they're going to roll it. Jace Jaffer is in for Jake Schneider. Cardinals have a pair of tall wide receivers. Schneider and Rostek are both 6'6", have not been targeted once here tonight. Lowry in the gun again, 4 wide for the Cardinals. New Philadelphia showing blitz off the right side. Here comes Van Arsdalen. Lowry dumps it off, and then he is rocked. The linebacker coming up, Tetzloff, who has had a fantastic ball game, and then he is hit immediately by Tetzloff. And they're going to say he dropped the pass. He was hit so hard. So in a way that might help Canfield. With 1:38, you only pick up 1 or 2 on the play. Instead, that will stop the clock.
1:43 on the clock.
As you probably heard, 1:43 left on the clock now.
Like you said, Rich, probably in the favor of Canfield that was an incomplete pass because now it stops the clock here instead of it continue to tick down. And now we're going to see how this Canfield offense can maneuver under 2 minutes. We've seen their 2-minute offense in previous weeks, and they've been able to do well within that. So we're going to see if they're able to do that here.
Lowry looking to go deep over the middle. He's got his man. That is caught by Raymond, and Raymond close to the first down marker. It depends where they mark it. This near side official is signaling for Canfield first down. So they're going to give him that forward progress right at the 37-yard line. Raymond, his third pickup of the night. 1:30, now and ticking. Joel Mysick, the kicker for Canfield, has attempted 1 field goal this season. He's 1 for 1. Lowry takes it. He looks to throw. Plenty of time. Over the middle, soft spot in the zone. It's Danny Inglis. Inglis able to break through, and he gets to the 25-yard line. And that is another first down pickup to stop the clock. Trevor Bean with the tackle for New Philadelphia. And now Lowry's going to spike it down to stop the clock with 1:08. So Canfield will play conservative with the spike. They're not going to waste their last time out. Probably going to save that for a potential field goal at the end of this first half. They've got only 1 left. So does New Philadelphia. So both coaches have used 2 out of the 3 here in half number 1. Second down, 10 to go. 4 wide again. New Philadelphia defensively has played really well tonight. Lowry takes. He looks near side. He throws near side. He's got his man, Scotty Eaton, and Eaton will pick up a nice pickup, but a nice job by the corner and Jaden Bolts to keep them in bounds and keep that clock rolling. That's a heads-up play by Bolts, the defensive player there for New Philadelphia. And Canfield's wasting some clock, under 50 seconds and ticking here in the second quarter. Third down, a couple to go. Lowry on the rollout to the right side, throws. He's got his man wide open and stepping out of bounds for a first down. There's Jake Schneider. Talked about the 6'6" wide receivers. That's his first target, and it's good enough for a first down.
Yeah, great job of Lowry to be able to roll outside the pocket when he felt pressure and didn't panic there, Rich, and able to throw a strike to the outside receiver. And now it's going to stop the clock, and now Canfield's going to have just over 30 seconds here to be able to get these last 12 yards to be able to pound their way into the end zone. And we're going to see if they're able to capitalize here and right before halftime.
First down and 10, just outside the 10. Pressure coming, dumps it. He's got his man on the check down. Inglis makes the catch inside the 5, and now they're going to have to spike it. Under 30 seconds ticking. Lowry spikes it down. So a nice connection there to Danny Inglis. It'll be a 3rd down and 1 coming up. 24.1 left on the clock after the spike. A nice methodical drive here by the Cardinals to end this first half. See if they could punch it in for 6 and regain that lead.
And what momentum would it be to be able to score here right before half and be able to take the lead, because Canfield does not get the ball coming out of half. New Philadelphia will get the ball, and because of that, it's now even more of an importance for this Canfield offense to be able to pound their way into the end zone as they can either go into the half either down 3 tied, or in best case scenario be able to be up by 4.
Canfield's got 2 seconds. They get it off to Inglis on the draw. A little confusion, and he's still going to pick up the first down. The ball is at the 1-yard line, and that'll stop the clock with 16.9. A lot of confusion there as they barely got it off. Inglis was able to still pick up 2 yards to the 1. There's a stoppage in play. Hey, I have no idea what's going on. Now they're going to wave the clock. Lowry is just going to be able to keep it himself. Did he get it into the end zone? Pushing him forward. Lowry on the second effort is in. It is a touchdown for the Cardinals.
And what a secondary push from this Canfield front, Rich. Didn't look like that they were initially going to get into the end zone, and after that late push finally gets them across the goal line, and now they're going to take a lead right before halftime with just under 9 seconds left.
There was a lot of confusion there. Canfield didn't take the timeout. They thought they took the timeout. The officials didn't signal for anything. Then they asked for the clock to tick, and then by that time, Lowry just sneaked it in. So either way, it works. Mysick's kick is good. It is 14-10. We'll take a quick break. We'll come back. There's 8.3 on the clock here in our first half.
Coca's Pizza, your high school football headquarters. Come to pregame with half-off select appetizers in our dining room starting at 5 p.m. Also want to stay for the game? We'll be playing it live. That's Coca's Pizza. We serve it hot.
Winter, spring, summer, and fall. Mill Creek Metro Parks is your park for all seasons. Make a memory in the park. Plan your visit today at millcreekmetroparks.org.
10 is our score. 8.3 left, and that's a big score there for the Cardinals.
Yeah, especially right before half, Rich, when you know you're not going to get the ball coming out of halftime, to be able to go into halftime, be able to come out with the lead and be able to kick off to them with the lead. It's definitely a big confidence boost for this Canfield offense. And one thing that you do not want to give this Canfield team is momentum. And we've seen what they've been able to do all season once they get it. And the one thing that this new Philadelphia team is going to have to do is they're going to have to minimize the momentum that this team has been given and be able to come out of half with the adjustments necessary to win this game.
Mysick will kick it away with his leg strength. This is a nice ability here for the Cardinals because he is able to kick it out of the back of the end zone, but this time they're just going to squib it up. New Philadelphia, Trevor Bean trying to get outside. Bean tosses it backwards, and New Philadelphia is going to get out close to the 40, and it looks like that'll stop the clock, and we will go to the half. This is a close one, 15 against 2, but it looks like 1 against 2 tonight. 14-10 is our score. We'll be back for the second half here on YSN.
21 News delivers the news as it happens, using the latest technology from where it happens.
Live here outside the Mahoney County.
On air, online,
Wednesday afternoon weather update.
Very dangerous.
and on the 21 News social media platforms.
I'm on the road right now.
21 News, the Valley's only locally owned source for trusted news since 1953.
At Greenwood Chevrolet, we offer a worry-free experience for all our customers. From sales to financing and even service, we'll help build your perfect vehicle
and lock in your trade value
while your vehicle is being built.
No worries.
We guarantee financing,
regardless of your situation or credit history.
No worries. And when your vehicle needs service,
our award-winning team will get you back on the road.
No worries.
That's what going the extra mile means. Only at Greenwood Chevrolet.
Quality, customer service, and integrity. Those are the 4 words that have driven our success since 1957 at Joe Dickey Electric.
Joe Dickey Electric is one Mahoning Valley landmark business that stays current with the requirements of our customers. Family owned and managed, we are an electrical contractor and energy solutions provider. Every member of our team adds to his or her skill set through ongoing training. Residential, commercial, industrial, automotive, and more. We keep ahead of the needs of our customers with a fleet of more than 50 vehicles and 24/7 emergency service, so you're never left in the dark.
Hi, this is Zell Bush.
Hi, this is Tom Flynn. Hi, this is Steve Rossetto.
Hi, this is Ryan Miller.
Hi, this is Rich Sakui from WRS Wealth Advisors.
With our combined 80 years of experience, WRS Wealth Advisors are the area's premier wealth and retirement specialists. Call 330-965-0370 to learn more about our individual and corporate financial planning services.
Or visit WRSwealth.com.
Go Raiders.
Go Dogs.
Go Cats. Go Dogs. Go Tigers.
Change. This one word can make you break out in a cold sweat. But with change comes wisdom, experience, and understanding. At Myers Family Insurance, we can help make changes in Medicare, insurance, and retirement a positive experience for you and your family. We've gone through changes, like our new office and new faces to help our family of clients too.
For all your Medicare needs, call Myers Family Insurance. Check us out online at MyersFamilyINS.com or find us on Facebook.
My guy keeps it 100% of the time. He wants all 100, won't settle for 99. And it's more than stats because there's people in those numbers. And I was one of the lost sheep. I'm so glad he cares for all 100. I'm 100% safe, 100% free, 100% love. I can be 100% me. He gave all 100 when they put him up on that tree. That's 100% passion for 100% free. So if I play in front of 100, or if I play in front of 2, there's an audience of 1 getting 100% of what I can do.
You're looking to your future, preparing for your goals, and they're closer than you think. Because here, success is part of the plan. It's a place where academic and social opportunities are meant to prepare you for life, not just the next 4 years. You'll be equipped to face new challenges and turn hard work into a career. You're ready for your success to take root. And here's where it starts. We are Youngstown State University, and proud.
Winter, spring, summer, and fall. Mill Creek Metro Parks is your park for all seasons. Make a memory in the park. Plan your visit today at millcreekmetroparks.org.
When looking for home design inspiration, don't just be inspired, be Baird inspired. Whether new or remodeling, Baird Brothers has the latest trends like shiplap to refresh your home. Go from inspiration to installation with our wide selection of in-stock American hardwoods. From the rustic charm of antique oak to the warmth of traditional cherry, Baird Brothers has what you need to make your home inspiring. Baird Brothers, our family's heritage, your family's home.
Why choose local? Because you live here, work here, learn here, relax here, and celebrate here. 21 WFMJ is our family's only locally owned TV station, and our focus is local. Other TV stations don't have that same focus, as their owners are somewhere else. But 21 WFMJ is rooted in the Valley. Local people making decisions that affect your life, right here where you live.
But now you can see every school, to the smallest school, to the intermediate schools, to the schools in the outlying areas. It gives you coverage that you could just never get to before. It's something that's great to experience, and it's opened up a whole new wave of sports viewership. The possibilities are endless here at YSN. Push the envelope every day. Try something new. If it works, great. If it doesn't, well, let's try another angle, and we just keep moving forward. My name is Mike Ackelson, and my sports network is your sports network.
Reliability, innovation, scale. These three values are those we look forward to in our business and in our team. If you're ready for a reliable employer who looks constantly to think outside the box in big ways, we're ready for you. Apply now. Help us push the envelope and deliver success. Envelope 1. Take that one extra step. We are Kent State in the Valley. Start and finish one of more than 25 bachelor's or associate degree programs, or start one of Kent State's 280 majors. With low tuition, public, and plenty of scholarship opportunities, we will help you maximize your education and minimize student debt. Enjoy the benefits of a smaller campus with all the opportunities of a large university. Save money, stay close to home. Apply today by visiting kent.edu/Trumbull.
How lucky are we to have not one, but two 18-hole Donald Ross Championship golf courses right here in our backyards. Mill Creek Golf Course was selected by Golf Week as one of America's 30 best municipal courses, continuing to challenge golfers of all levels and featuring golf instruction by PGA professionals, a state-of-the-art practice range, a PGA of America recognized pro shop, kids programs, and a relaxing grill room for a memorable golf experience. For more information or to schedule a tee time, visit millcreekmetroparks.org.
Welcome back to Canfield High School, our halftime report brought to you by Baird Brothers and our Baird Brothers scoreboard here tonight. Bring you across the valley with round number 1 of our 2022 Ohio High School playoffs right here at Canfield. 14-10. It is halftime. The Cardinals got on the board first. Danny Inglis with a touchdown run to make it 7-0. Then New Philadelphia with a very long sustained drive of 5 minutes and 43 seconds. Connor Tetzloff with a 3-yard touchdown reception in the back of the end zone made it 7-7. Later on in the second quarter, the kicker, Nathaniel DeMith, knocked one in from deep to make it 10-7 Quakers. And then the Cardinals there at the end of the first half made it 14-10 on the Brock Lowry quarterback keeper up the middle. And that's where we stand right now at half. Other scores, Austintown Fitch is leading Mayfield by a score of 24-14. Hawken is trailing Ursuline 16-6. Hawken was being beat 16-0 until a 90-yard touchdown kickoff return to make it 16-6. Alliance with a little bit of an upset right now over Cheney, 14-10 at half. Field is trailing West Branch 24-7. Beaver Local barely beating Coventry. That's a 2-15 matchup, 23-21 at the half. Other scores, Hubbard leading Girard 7-0. Poland leading Jefferson 7-0. Salem Canton South tied up, no score. Struthers up 20-0 over Edgewood. South Range pouncing Liberty 28-0. Cardinal Mooney is beating Edison 7-0. And then Garfield beating Conneaut 20-14. Valley Christian up 34-0. Dalton is smacking Jackson Milton 28-0. Brookfield over Pie Valley 21-0 at the half. Canton Central Catholic and Mineral Ridge in a good game 7-0. United beating Rootstown 20-7. JFK over Fairport Harding 30-0. And then Lowville is on top of Steubenville Central Catholic 35-0. That is our Baird Brothers scoreboard here at the half. We've got about 10 minutes left until we return for the second half action here from Canfield. We'll be back in just a second here on YSN.
21 News delivers the news as it happens, using the latest technology from where it happens.
Live here outside the Mahoney County.
On air, online,
Wednesday afternoon weather update. Very dangerous.
and on the 21 News social media platforms.
I'm on the road right now.
21 News, the Valley's only locally owned source for trusted news since 1953.
At Greenwood Chevrolet, we offer a worry-free experience for all our customers.
From sales to financing and even service,
We'll help build your perfect vehicle
and lock in your trade value
while your vehicle is being built.
No worries.
We guarantee financing,
regardless of your situation or credit history.
No worries. And when your vehicle needs service,
our award-winning team will get you back on the road.
No worries.
That's what going the extra mile means. Only at Greenwood Chevrolet.
Quality, customer service, and integrity. Those are the 4 words that have driven our success since 1957 at Joe Dickey Electric.
Joe Dickey Electric is one Mahoning Valley landmark business that stays current with the requirements of our customers. Family owned and managed, we are an electrical contractor and energy solutions provider. Every member of our team adds to his or her skill set through ongoing training. Residential, commercial, industrial, automotive, and more. We keep ahead of the needs of our customers with a fleet of more than 50 vehicles and 24/7 emergency service, so you're never left in the dark.
Hi, this is Zell Bush.
Hi, this is Tom Flynn. Hi, this is Steve Versetto.
Hi, this is Ryan Miller. Hi, this is Rich Sakui from WRS Wealth Advisors.
With our combined 80 years of experience, WRS Wealth Advisors are the area's premier wealth and retirement specialists. Call 330-965-0370 to learn more about our individual and corporate financial planning services.
Or visit WRSwealth.com.
Go Raiders.
Go Dogs.
Go Cats. Go Dogs. Go Tigers.
Change. This one word can make you break out in a cold sweat. But with change comes wisdom, experience, and understanding. At Myers Family Insurance, we can help make changes in Medicare, insurance, and retirement a positive experience for you and your family. We've gone through changes, like our new office and new faces to help our family of clients too.
For all your Medicare needs, call Myers Family Insurance. Check us out online at MyersFamilyINS.com or find us on Facebook.
My guy keeps it 100% of the time. He wants all 100, won't settle for 99. And it's more than stats because there's people in those numbers. And I was one of the lost sheep. I'm so glad he cares for all 100. I'm 100% safe, 100% free, 100% love. I can be 100% me. He gave all 100 when they put him up on that tree. That's 100% passion for 100% free. So if I play in front of 100, or if I play in front of 2, there's an audience of 1 getting 100% of what I can do.
You're looking to your future, preparing for your goals, and they're closer than you think. Because here, success is part of the plan. It's a place where academic and social opportunities are meant to prepare you for life, not just the next 4 years. You'll be equipped to face new challenges and turn hard work into a career. You're ready for your success to take root. And here's where it starts. We are Youngstown State University, and proud.
Winter, spring, summer, and fall. Mill Creek Metro Parks is your park for all seasons. Make a memory in the park. Plan your visit today at millcreekmetroparks.org.
When looking for home design inspiration, don't just be inspired, be Baird inspired. Whether new or remodeling, Baird Brothers has the latest trends like shiplap to refresh your home. Go from inspiration to installation with our wide selection of in-stock American hardwoods. From the rustic charm of antique oak to the warmth of traditional cherry, Baird Brothers has what you need to make your home inspiring. Baird Brothers, our family's heritage, your family's home.
Why choose local? Because you live here, work here, learn here, relax here, and celebrate here. 21 WFMJ is our valley's only locally owned TV station, and our focus is local. Other TV stations don't have that same focus, as their owners are somewhere else. But 21 WFMJ is rooted in the valley. Local people making decisions that affect your life, right here where you live.
But now you can see every school, to the smallest school, to the intermediate schools, to the schools in the outlying areas. It gives you coverage that you could just never get to before. It's something that's great to experience, and it's opened up a whole new wave of sports viewership. The possibilities are endless here at YSN. Push the envelope every day. Try something new. If it works, great. If it doesn't, well, let's try another angle, and we just keep moving forward. My name is Mike Ackelson, and my sports network is your sports network.
Reliability, innovation, scale. These three values are those we look forward to in our business and in our team. If you're ready for a reliable employer who looks constantly to think outside the box in big ways, we're ready for you. Apply now. Help us push the envelope and deliver success. Envelope 1. Take that one extra step. We are Kent State in the Valley. Start and finish one of more than 25 bachelor's or associate degree programs, or start one of Kent State's 280 majors. With low tuition, public, and plenty of scholarship opportunities, we will help you maximize your education and minimize student debt. Enjoy the benefits of a smaller campus with all the opportunities of a large university. Save money, stay close to home. Apply today by visiting kent.edu/Trumbull.
How lucky are we to have not one, but two 18-hole Donald Ross Championship golf courses right here in our backyards. Mill Creek Golf Course was selected by Golf Week as one of America's 30 best municipal courses, continuing to challenge golfers of all levels and featuring golf instruction by PGA professionals, a state-of-the-art practice range, a PGA of America recognized pro shop, kids programs, and a relaxing grill room for a memorable golf experience. For more information or to schedule a tee time, visit millcreekmetroparks.org.
At Greenwood Chevrolet, we offer a worry-free experience for all our customers.
When your vehicle needs service,
our award-winning team will get you back on the road.
No worries.
That's what going the extra mile means. Only at Greenwood Chevrolet.
You're not waiting to see what the world has in store for you. It's more about what you have in store for the world. All you need is the opportunity. All you need are the resources of a large university and the advantages of a personalized academic setting, where you can experience new worlds in the arts and sciences, business, and education, and make them your own. We are where you shape your future. We are Youngstown State University, and proud.
WRS Wealth Advisors, the area's premier wealth and retirement specialists, located on South Avenue in Boardman.
Before the lights come on, before the workday begins, before a long day is ended, or it's time to have fun. It all starts with the people at Joe Dickey Electric. From replacing a light fixture in your home to building a substation for your business, no job is too big or too small. The people of Joe Dickey Electric power them all. Joe Dickey Electric, over 60 years of powering the Mahoning Valley.
Hi, I'm Colin Chupa.
And I'm Kelsey Clem from K-Squared Marketing. Our boutique marketing firm specializes in media planning and buying, public relations, event marketing strategies, and strategic sponsorships. We can integrate our services with your existing game plan, or we can be your entire marketing team. Your goals, our game plan. Let's win together. Call K-Squared Marketing at 330-623-2730 or visit ksquared.marketing to learn more.
Now is the time to think about your future, where you want to go, what you want to be. Your future can start now at Kent State Salem or Kent State East Liverpool. We have programs that will open doors and provide opportunities for you to pursue your passion. We are affordable, we are close. You call it hometown, we call it Kent State University. Learn more at www.kent.edu/Columbiana. You belong here.
Hi, this is Tommy Clem, owner of WRS Insurance Solutions.
WRS Insurance Solutions is a local independent agency that specializes in life, Medicare, long-term care, and disability products. Call us at 330-953-3722 or visit us at wrsinsuranceSolutions.com to learn more.
Good luck to all the student athletes in the Valley.
Jimmy Sudman here, Director of Isle, Purple Cat, and Golden String. We are happy to support YSN and two of my favorite people, Scotty Mincher and Super Dave O'Malley. We are an agency that provides services for adults with disabilities. We infuse humor, passion, and joy into their lives. If you know of any folks with disabilities that need our assistance, please contact us.
It means the world to me to know that what we're doing is impacting people. And whether it's simply, I got to watch my son or daughter when I was out of town, or we just love watching YSN. We love what you do for our son or daughter. So whenever someone says thank you or someone is appreciative of what we're doing, it tells me everyone at YSN is doing what we initially set out to do, which is shine a light on these athletes and help them kind of promote themselves. My name is Anthony Hartwig, and my sports network is your sports network.
You're not waiting to see what the world has in store for you. It's more about what you have in store for the world. All you need is the opportunity. All you need are the resources of a large university and the advantages of a personalized academic setting where you can experience new worlds in the arts and sciences, business, and education, and make them your own. We are where you shape your future. We are Youngstown State University, and proud.
Welcome back to Canfield High School. Bob Dove Field, Richie Giuliano, and Kyle Wills with you here on YSNLive.com. Kyle, it's playoff football. It's hard to pick up victories, and that is being exemplified here tonight. Canfield, number 2 seed. New Philadelphia, the number 15 seed. But they are making this a very difficult first-round matchup here tonight. Give credit to the Quakers, who have come in with a game plan, and they have executed it to near perfection in that first half, just trailing by 4.
Yeah, Rich, a number 2 ranked team versus a number 15 ranked ball game, and by the looks of the score, I don't think anyone would have thought that that's the type of game that we're calling here today, but here we are with coming into the second half, the score being 14-10, so a very tight ball game, and like you said, New Philadelphia has been able to execute their game plan efficiently, and that's be able to keep Brock Lowry off the field. And we've only seen Canfield on the field for 3 drives in that first half, and 2 of those being for touchdowns and 1 being that crucial interception within the 10-yard line.
Cardinals will kick it off to begin our second half. New Philadelphia did kick the ball off to begin the ball game tonight. That's where Canfield got out to that 7-0 lead after a well-orchestrated drive by Brock Lowry and crew. And then Danny Inglis punched it in from a couple yards out. New Philadelphia on their first drive of the first quarter, they punted, and then it was the big interception by Van Arsdalen who turned this ball game around. After that, Connor Tetzloff tied it up at 7. D-Myth took the lead after the 47-yard field goal. And then the Cardinals were lucky at the end of that first half to get back into the end zone and take back a 14-10 lead. We're about ready to roll. Joel Mysick has the ball at the 40-yard line. He's ready to kick it off. And the ball up in the air, underway. Here we go. Second half here at Canfield. Return right at the goal line to the far sideline. It's the speedy returner and Willie Wallace, and Wallace doesn't have much going. He is tackled at the 15-yard line. Nice kick coverage there by the Cardinals.
And we've seen this quite a bit from this Canfield team, Rich. And when you have a kicker like Canfield has that can boot it into the end zone as many times as he can, and when he can't complete getting to the end zone like we saw just on that kickoff, he puts the opponent in a rough field position to start their drives, and Canfield does a great job being able to get downfield and be able to make the tackle. And now New Philadelphia is going to have to start their offensive drive on the 15-yard line.
They started off with Trevor Bean. Bean bouncing around. He picks up a positive carry. Don Marzano coming in to knock him down for a gain of 3. So Marzano, a guy that has been heavily involved atop the team in tackles this season, and he picks one up to start our second half. Trevor Bean, who had a fantastic first half, really stretched the defense out well, and that allowed for a lot of plays towards the sidelines in that first half. A lot of screen action for New Philadelphia. See if Mike Johnson goes back to that play style here in half number 2. Fossil is tripped up. He falls forward. He picks up 2 more, and that'll bring up a 3rd down and short here for New Philadelphia.
And on that touchdown drive by New Philadelphia, Rich, we saw a lot of those outside runs and those short pass plays turn into some really big gains for this offense, and we're seeing them going back to those outside runs and those short pass plays, and now it's going to be a 3rd and manageable for this Quaker offense, and it's going to be 3rd and 2, and they're coming out with this power formation. I wonder if they're going to come back with the run here to get the first.
Oh, I think there definitely are. They give it to Bean. Bean off the left side, and he's going to be dropped. No gain on the play, and they're not going to be able to pick up that first down on 3rd and 2. The outside linebackers coming up crucial again for Canfield, and now the Quakers are going to have to bring out that special teams unit. Or are they? 4th down and 2, ball at their own 24, and a late call from head coach Mike Johnson, who is now going to bring out the punter. The punter is Curtis Tetzloff. The Canfield returner back to the 40-yard line. That is Scotty Eaton returning punts here tonight. They've switched some things up on the special teams unit from week number 10 to week number 11, and it's a fake. They fake it off to the left side, and they're going to pick it up by just a yard. Once you saw Tetzloff, the punter, fake to his right, you knew that New Philadelphia was going to keep it, and they got 4 yards, just enough for the first down, and the special teams unit converts. And a Cardinal is down. So we will step aside for this hurt Cardinal. We'll be back after this break here on YSN.
Quality, customer service, and integrity. Those are the 4 words that have driven our success since 1957 at Joe Dickey Electric.
Joe Dickey Electric is one Mahoning Valley landmark business that stays current with the requirements of our customers. Family owned and managed, we are an electrical contractor and energy solutions provider. Every member of our team adds to his or her skill set through ongoing training. Residential, commercial, industrial, automotive, and more. We keep ahead of the needs of our customers with a fleet of more than 50 vehicles and 24/7 emergency service, so you're never left in the dark.
Welcome back to Canfield. Paul Bendis was the hurt Cardinal. Good sign, though, as he is able to get back up and walk off to the near sideline on his own power. New Philadelphia pulling out all the tricks here tonight. An onside kick in the first half in which they recovered a fake punt. There's a towel on the field here at the 40-yard line. One of the Cardinals off the bench is going to have to pick it up before we resume play. 9:47 left here in our third quarter. Richie Giuliano, Kyle Wills back with you here on YSN. Couple wide here for Fossil on the sweep play. They go back to Bean, and Bean with positive pickup to the 30-yard line. That'll be good enough for 3 yards. And, you know, this is the difference. from this Canfield defense on first and second down. New Philadelphia is picking up some nice chunk plays. And, in the last 3 weeks, the Cardinals on first and second down were holding negative plays or no gain. And that's the big difference. New Philadelphia has manageable downs here tonight.
Yeah, and when you have a strong defensive front that this Canfield defense has shown all year, be able to go up against the size that this Quaker offense has on the line of scrimmage, it's definitely been a tough task for this Canfield defensive line to overcome, and we're seeing that in the last couple of drives by New Philadelphia as they've been able to have a lot of outside runs go for those big gains, and a lot of those shorter pass plays go for big gains as well.
Here's another third down and short coming up for New Philadelphia. Screen play to Connor Tetzloff. Sets up a 3rd and 2 as we approach 9 minutes left to play. Back to power. The Cardinals were able to hold the Quakers to no gain last time. Here's Bean this time. He's tripped up. I think he's going to fall forward right at the first down marker. He might be 1 yard short. He will be. He's a half a yard short of the sticks. It's 4th down here for New Philadelphia.
And after what they did on their last 4th down attempt, Rich, I'd be surprised to see if anyone else but the offense is out for New Philadelphia, as they seem to have a lot of confidence in this offense to be able to send them back out and be able to get this short gain for a first down.
Here we go. Quakers looking to convert on 4th down for the second time here tonight. Fossil, he will take it. He will push it. A lot of power from that offensive line, and they pick up a nice chunk of 1.5 on the QB sneaker, and that'll move the sticks. We talked about the big offensive line for New Philadelphia on the outside of this broadcast with Cameron Clarkson and then Garrett Dillon Ryan, who combined for over 500 pounds on the right side. You're going to be able to move a smaller defensive line at Canfield, and in that instance, it helps a lot to pick up the first down.
Yeah, we saw the QB sneak there, Rich, and be able to force their way through a tough defensive front that has done a great job being able to clog all these inside holes. It's definitely a big confidence booster, and we're seeing a lot of this power formation, and they have a lot of faith in this O-line to be able to block this tough defensive line that has been such a big factor all year.
The Cardinals take it away. It's Brock Lowry that stripped it. Canfield's pointing their way, but it looks like New Philadelphia is going to get down before they strip the football. That is a huge break there for the Quakers. Brock Lowry stripped it away. They're going to mark him down by contact for a loss of 2. The Quakers catch a huge break offensively there.
And how quickly things could have turned the opposite way for New Philadelphia, being able to convert on 4th down on 2 consecutive conversions on this drive, to be able to potentially lose that ball on a fumble, especially when you're in your territory. It's definitely very fortunate that they were able to be ruled down by contact.
Screenplay, nothing going. Brant Wells is hit immediately, and now we're going to have a flag. Some extracurricular activity, and this is going to go against the Quakers. There's no doubt about that. Well, might not. We'll see. It's either Marzano for the Cardinals or the offensive lineman for the Quakers. We'll see. And they're going to call it against the offense. That's going to go on the right tackle and Garrett Dillon Ryan. Ryan's going to pick up the 15-yard penalty. And sometimes, Kyle, it's the guy that hits last. And in that case scenario, it was Dillon Ryan who delivered that last push to Don Marzano, and now it's 3rd down and a mile.
Well, one thing that these football players have to do, Rich, is they have to do a great job of being able to control your emotions on the field. And we saw an example of that not happening right there. And because of that, it's going to cost New Philadelphia quite a bit of yardage. And now it's going to turn into a 3rd and 26 for this Quaker offense. And we're going to see if they're going to be able to get these necessary yards to get this first down. Otherwise, you're giving the ball right back to Canfield, who has been very hot every time they've been given the ball in this game.
Foskel is asking for a man in motion. He's not going to get it. It's a miscommunication. It's Bean on the stretch play to the outside and then catching him from behind and yanking him down right at the 25-yard line. Nothing going there for New Philadelphia. Don Marzano, after he got knocked a little bit from Dillon Ryan, then makes a big open field tackle from behind, and the Quakers are going to have to punt it away. they do keep this Canfield offense off the field. Once again, close to another 6-minute drive. They used half the clock here in this third quarter. Curtis Tetzloff, the punter, and I don't think they're faking this one. 4th down, 23. Tetzloff will punt it away. It will take a New Philadelphia bounce inside the 40, and then it goes out of bounds right at the 39. So nice field position here for the Cardinals at their own 39. They were on the field just 3 times in that first half, and they scored twice. The other was an interception inside the 10. So New Philadelphia's defense has given up a lot of yards, but, luckily for them, they got that one interception, and that ended up being the momentum switch in that first half.
And the one thing that Canfield's going to have to do in the second half is be able to take advantage of the opportunities that you have with the football. Because like you said, that first half, they only had the ball on 3 possessions, and they were able to convert on scores on 2 of those possessions. And because of that, that's why they have this 14-10 lead. But they're going to have to be able to take advantage of these opportunities with the ball because, as we saw in the first half, they might not be getting many as this game continues.
Brock Lowry cuts the chains in half. They're going to put the ball right at the 44-yard line. So a pickup of 5 there for Lowry on his feet. Marzano is going to come out. The halfback is going to come in, and Danny Inglis. Inglis to the left of Lowry, so 2 Division I offers right now for the Cardinals offensively. Lowry going to Indiana, and then Inglis, who got an offer from Iowa State, but New Philadelphia plays it well. No gain on the play. The linebacking crew came crashing in hard for New Philly. It was both Jaden Bolts along with Thad Van Arstelen. So now it's 3rd down, 5 to go on a no-gainer. New Philadelphia looking to flip the switch here defensively. This would be the first punt of the night for the Cardinals if they could hold. Under 5 minutes and ticking here in our third quarter. Lowry takes. He looks to throw. He's going to have to get out of the pocket. 2 guys chasing him. Lowry will throw it deep down the field looking for his big receiver. Rostek goes up, and it's incomplete. On the coverage for New Philadelphia was Trevor Bean. Bean, the strong safety, goes up against the 6'6" wide receiver and Drew Rostek to knock it away. And here comes the field goal unit, or the punt unit, I should say, here for the Cardinals.
Yeah, and credit to this Canfield, or this Quaker defense, Rich, able to get some pressure and force Brock Lowry to roll out, and Lowry chucking it deep to his wideout, and this Quaker secondary doing a great job of being able to create contest, and because of that, it's going to create a rare punt for this Canfield team.
Ali Shalash is the punter for the Cardinals. He's also the goalkeeper for this Canfield Cardinals soccer team, and the kick is downed at the 25-yard line there by Willie Wallace. So the first punt of the night for Canfield offensively, and New Philadelphia takes right over. This defense has been on the field a lot here tonight, something we're not used to throughout the season. So this will definitely test the endurance and the conditioning of this Canfield defense here tonight in round 1. 4:30 left to play. 1 possession ball game, 14-10. Canfield still on top. And New Philadelphia, after a pretty decent drive, converting twice on 4th down, had 1 big mistake, and it was from their tackle on the right side, a 15-yard penalty, and they were unable to make up the yardage after that. Good containment, but Bean is able to cut it back up midfield, and he's going to pick up a positive gain. They had him in the backfield, and Mike Pavlansky, as you can see, is all over Scotty Eaton for not making that tackle.
Yeah, and this Canfield defense did a great job of forcing the runner to go back towards the middle of the field, but unfortunately just not able to make that tackle behind the line of scrimmage, and now Quaker able to get a short gain there, and on 2nd and 8, we're going to see if they're going to go back to this running game that has been so dominant so far for this Quaker offense.
Trevor Bean's been slippery to tackle tonight. Give credit to the senior, 5'10", $180, and has done a fantastic job for New Philadelphia. Fossil on the keeper, stretching it outside. He's hit from behind and knocked out of bounds. That'll bring up a 3rd down and short here for the Quakers as we approach 3:40 left in our third quarter. Back into the ball game, Vince Malkovitz, the corner for Canfield. Ryan Schneider is going to take a break. Schneider, who got hurt in the basketball season, and he's been able to play the second half of his senior football season. He got hurt in the Canfield Poland game last winter. Hurt his knee, was able to do a lot of rehab and treatment. He didn't rush anything, and now he's back and healthy. He's been a big part of this Canfield defense throughout the season. 3rd down, 3 to go, back to Power, and we're going to have a timeout taken. New Philadelphia takes their first. We'll take one with them. 3:43 when we return here on ysnlive.com.
Change. This one word can make you break out in a cold sweat. But with change comes wisdom, experience, and understanding. At Myers Family Insurance, we can help make changes in Medicare, insurance, and retirement a positive experience for you and your family. We've gone through changes, like our new office and new faces to help our family of clients too.
For all your Medicare needs, call Myers Family Insurance. Check us out online at myersfamilyins.com or find us on Facebook.
3:43 left. Another 3rd down coming up for New Philadelphia. Something they have been successful with so far here tonight is converting on these 3rd and 4th down packages. So they lined up in power before the break, and now they're going to line up in wide formation, 5 wide here for the Quakers on 3rd down, 3 to go. We saw this draw play last time. Fossil throws, short side of the field. It's caught on the screen. He's hit immediately. He bobbled it, and I think they're going to roll it incomplete. It is incomplete. They were looking on the screenplay, and Canfield's cornerbacks came up, hit him at the point of attack, and he juggled it and dropped it. Special teams unit coming onto the field. A big stop there for the Cardinals defense.
Yeah, and like you said, Rich, this Canfield secondary was all over that screen there and able to deliver a hit there to force the ball loose. And because of that, it's going to force a 4-3 for this Quaker offense, and they're going to be punting it back to this Canfield offense that they have tried so hard to keep off the field. But unfortunately, they're going to have to deal with them once again.
Eaton's going to let it bounce. It takes a Canfield bounce outside the 40. Good field position again. See if the Cardinals can take advantage this time, and that's a huge stop for the defense. A first 3 and out of the night. That's by either squad.
Yeah, and then both teams have done a great job of being able to burn clock tonight in this ball game, and especially New Philadelphia to be able to keep Brock Lowry off the field has been a big reason why they've been able to keep this ball game close. And like you said, that's the first 3 and out for this Quaker offense, and for Canfield to be able to get their offense back out this quick, it's definitely going to be a big advantage for them moving forward in this game.
Split backs for the Cards. They choose Scotty Eaton from behind. He's twirled around and dropped at the 45 for a pickup of 3 yards. Bryant Corns came in to make the tackle. Corns the center on the offensive side of the ball. And both teams are subbing in a lot of new players on the defensive side because both defenses have been on the field a lot here tonight. Corns, who doesn't start on the defensive line, but he has come in off the bench and he makes a tackle. 2nd down, 7 to go. Just 2 wide. Lowry takes on the sweeper. Lowry gives again. They bunch it out to the outside. Eaton able to avoid 1, and he picks up positive yardage again. The corner came out. He had a chance to hit him, but Eaton was able to slip away and pick up positive yards. Willie Wallace was the last guy to bring him down. 3rd down, 4 coming up. See if New Philadelphia can counter that 3 and out by the Canfield defense and produce one of their own here.
And how big for it would be for the Quaker defense to be able to stop this Canfield offense on 2 consecutive drives to start the second half and be able to stop them on a 3 and out would be really big for this offense because now you're going to be, or for the defense, because now you're going to be able to get this offense back on the field and maybe drain some more clock and force their way into the end zone like they were in the first half.
Lowry to run it off to the right side. He slips through the hole. He avoids the Tetzloff tackle, and then he gets outside the 40 to the 41-yard line. Brock Lowry able to follow the lead blocks of both A.J. Murphy, the right tackle, along with Dom Marzano, the fullback. 2 guys that they moved from the left to the right side of the line, and they guided Brock Lowry for a nice pickup of 10.
Yeah, to be able to have that extra lineman on the right side of the field, Rich, definitely a benefit for this Canfield offense. And because when you have someone like Brock Lowry in the backfield that can see a hole and hit it with a burst of speed, and we saw right there able to force his way for a modest gain, and now it's going to be a first and 10 and mover of the chains for this Canfield offense.
Lowry's going to put his head down. Tetzloff came flying in head first. That time he did get the tackle. It is a pickup of 4 yards for Brock Lowry to bring up second down and about 6. Gavin Raymond coming back in. Eaton will stay in the ball game. That will bring Dom Marzano out of the ball game, the fullback. New Philadelphia's defense playing well here tonight, 14-10 in a close one with 1 minute in ticking here in our third quarter. Neither team is led by 2 possessions here tonight. Raymond in motion. The fly sweep. Raymond takes it. He avoids that tackle, still on his feet, and then he's knocked down by the linebackers at the 34.5-yard line. Trevor Bean was the one that hit him. Bean plays on both sides of the football. He's got a multitude of tackles here tonight, along with a lot of yards on the offensive side of the ball. Third down, about 3 to go here for Canfield. This is pretty much 4-down territory for the Cardinals. Once again, Murphy and Marzano move to the left side. Schneider's the man in motion from left to right. Lowry's going to take it. He runs it to the left side. He's got plenty of room for a first down. He gets inside the 30, and he will take it for a first down. That's a play where New Philadelphia is having a lot of trouble stopping. When they pull the tackle and Murphy from one side to the other, along with the fullback in Marzano, they're having a difficult time picking that up. And therefore, the numbers are just in the Cardinals' side. And it's another nice pickup for Lowry to move the chains.
Yeah, and they're going to Lowry quite a bit in this ball game, Rich. Already his 13th carry of the ball game, and one of those being one of the touchdowns that this Canfield offense has scored in. And one thing that this new Philadelphia defense has struggled to do is be able to stop Brock Lowry on the run, and we're seeing that on this drive.
Danny Inglis puts his head down. Knocking him down was Owen Schillis, the defensive end, who made a big play in that first quarter, picks up another tackle. It'll be a pickup of 3 in the end of the third quarter. We go to the fourth. It's still 14-10 here from Canfield.
Hi, I'm Colin Chupa. And I'm Kelsey Clem from K-Squared Marketing. Our boutique marketing firm specializes in media planning and buying, public relations, event marketing strategies, and strategic sponsorships. We can integrate our services with your existing game plan, or we can be your entire marketing team. Your goals, our game plan. Let's win together. Call K-Squared Marketing at 330-623-2730 or visit ksquared.marketing to learn more.
Your teams work hard and give it all they've got. Well, so does ours, because 21 Sports and YSN give you extra effort when covering local sports. 21 Sports and YSN, winning coverage of our Valley's teams.
Final 12 minutes to play. New Philadelphia just trailing Canfield 14-10 in a one-possession ball game, but the Cardinals are on the move here in just their second possession of the half. Second down, 7 out of the break. Ball at the New Philadelphia 26. Once again, there goes Murphy to the left side. Lowry puts a man in motion. Same play. This time Inglis gets the call. Inglis with a little burst of speed, waiting for that hole to open up, and then New Philadelphia's Willie Wallace is able to bring him down. Danny Inglis, great patience there. He waited for that hole. It did burst open as the lineman got to the secondary, and it will be a first down right at the chains.
And a great job of Inglis, Rich, to be able to see that hole and not waste much time and be able to hit that hole and get the first down for this offense. And like you said, this is only their third drive of the half, so they're going to have to be able to take advantage, especially with it being the fourth quarter, to be able to add on to this lead. It's going to be very big for this offense.
There goes Jake Schneider again, sweeping from right to left. Lowry's going to keep it off to the right tackle, and then he's knocked down in the backfield. An open field tackle by Curtis Tetzloff, and Tetzloff, who is struggling to move after the hit. So we hope he's okay. We're going to step aside as they attend to Tetzloff on the field. He's able to get up quickly, though, so maybe we'll just stay here. I think he's all right. Yeah, we'll keep it here. So good sign for the Quakers. Both the Tetzloff brothers are playing well. We talked about Connor and his production in that first half, especially in the long drive with their touchdown, having 5 receptions during that elongated drive of just about 6 minutes. And then Curtis is making some big-time plays as well here tonight. So both the brothers are producing, and it's good to see him up and moving for the Quakers. That's a loss of 2 to bring up 2nd down and 12 when we return to action. Into the backfield with Brock Lowry as Marzano now. Looks like we're going to have a late whistle on the far side, and now a timeout. So New Philadelphia did not have the right personnel in after Tetzloff went down. They called a timeout. There's 11:17 left when we return here on YSN.
Coca's Pizza, your high school football headquarters. Come to pregame with half-off select appetizers in our dining room starting at 5 p.m. Also want to stay for the game? We'll be playing it live. That's Coca's Pizza. We serve it hot.
Timeout taken by Mike Johnson in New Philadelphia. Tetzloff had to go off to the sideline after the injury, but a nice tackle by him to bring down Brock Lowry for a loss of 2. Lowry keeps it again. He's able to get past 1, trying to stretch it out, makes a man miss, and then he falls down inside the 15-yard line, and now a nice pickup there for Lowry on the ground. And now it's 3rd down and manageable. Willie Wallace again, his 3rd tackle of the series. And here comes the big guns in for the Cardinals. Vince Luce is coming in, along with Angelo DeLucia. DeLucia 6'3", 211. Vince Luce is 6'1", 291 on the offensive line. So power package coming in for the Cardinals on these 3rd down and manageable opportunities. They love to run the football. New Philadelphia is expecting that. They bring 8 guys. Lowry bunched up, still able to put his head down, staying on his feet, and New Philadelphia missed 5 tackles to promote a 1st down for the Cardinals. That is a play. When Mike Johnson watches this tape tomorrow, he's going to want back because they had him in the backfield for a loss. And unfortunately for New Philadelphia, they couldn't bring down Brock Lowry.
Yeah, it looked like that they were going to have him swarmed in the backfield for a tackle for loss, but Lowry able to juke and jive his way out of that situation and be able to get some positive yards. And not only positive yards, but once he makes contact, able to churn his legs and be able to get that additional yardage for the 1st down.
That's a Big Ten quarterback right there, making big plays at the right time. This time it's Danny Inglis up the middle. He avoids 1 tackle and then falls down at the 1-yard line. 2nd down and goal coming up for the Cardinals. Looking to take the first 2-possession lead of this 2-versus-15 matchup here in the 1st round of the playoffs.
And how big would it be to get this 2-score possession with just under 10 minutes left in the last quarter of the game?
Danny Inglis glides his way in for a Cardinal touchdown. Welcome back, Danny Inglis. His 2nd one of the night. And now the Cardinals get that big score they've been looking for all night.
And now if you're New Philadelphia, Rich, you can't be wasting the clock at this point in time. You got to be able to have these quick drives down the field, be able to score, and be able to get the ball back for a 2nd possession. So for New Philadelphia, they're going to have to speed things up as they've been able to slow things down on offense to be able to keep Lowry off. Now they're going to have to flip the switches here early in this 4th quarter.
Mysic's kick is up. It is good. We'll step aside for 30 seconds, 21-10 when we return here on YSN. And welcome back to Cardinal Country. Richie Giuliano, Kyle Wills with you. First round of our playoffs. It's 21-10. New Philadelphia against Canfield. Third consecutive meeting between these two programs in the last 3 years. The Cardinals pulled out a tough one, 31-24, back in the COVID year of 2020. Last season, it was all Canfield, 35-0 in New Philadelphia. They returned back to Canfield here tonight, and the Quakers, they are holding their own. This is still a good football game, but you said it. They've had some long-standing drives tonight. They're definitely going to have to shorten that up, trailing by 2 possessions with just 9:36 left to play here in our final quarter. Mysick kicks it away. Back inside the 5. It's going to be returned there. Middle of the field. He's got a lot of room. He made one man miss, and he gets outside the 30, right near the 35-yard line. He almost broke a big one there. A special teams play that hasn't happened too often against this Canfield special teams unit.
And now with that big return, Rich, now they're going to get the ball in decent field position. They're going to get the ball around the 35-yard line, and when you're down by multiple scores, that's what you want out of the kickoff, is be able to get the ball in decent field position to start your drive. And with the score 21-10, New Philadelphia is going to have to be able to take advantage and be able to score quickly and be able to get the ball back quick as well.
So we've seen a steady dose of Trevor Bean, their running back. Fossil has thrown minimal yards downfield, but at some point they're going to have to start airing it out, trailing 21-10. Fossil throws it far sideline. He's got his man Tetzloff, and Tetzloff falls forward. A nice pickup of 9 there for the Quakers. Fossil almost got hit in the backfield, shook one loose, and Tetzloff was wide open on the far sideline. They're going to give him 9 yards. And most importantly, he got out of bounds. Stops the clock with 9:13. Ryan Schneider again is coming off to the near sideline, a little gingerly. So we'll see what this New Philadelphia offense can do, trying to put some pressure here on the Cardinals, the number 2 seed at home.
9:19 on the clock. 9:19.
I think there's 9:19 left. So Fossil back in the offset pistol. He'll hand it off. Here's Bean off the right side. Plenty enough for a first down pickup across the 45. Steady dose of Trevor Bean. We saw him a lot last season. He had a productive year, and he has carried that along into his senior campaign. A good night for the senior, who's giving it his all in his potential final game as a Quaker. Obviously, they're going to go no huddle the rest of the way. They're going to try and throw Fossil off his back shoulder. Tough throw and incomplete. He was looking for Brant Wells, but overshot him. But you'd rather miss on that side than on the inside shoulder, and it would have been the other way with an interception. So a nice job there by Fossil. Didn't have much. He tested his luck to the near sideline, but it was incomplete. Stops the clock, and it's 2nd down and 10. New Philadelphia, coached by Mike Johnson, started the year 1-2 after losing to Steubenville and Worcester. Have turned the season around, and they're in the playoffs. A man in motion. They give it on the fly. Here's Willie Wallace, and Wallace is stopped for no gain. 3rd down, 10 coming up. The big boys re-enter. Vince Luce, DiDonato. Well, they were going to enter. Now they're coming back out. With that, they will bring in Jack Fabry along with Angelo DeLucia. Fabry, the corner, and DeLucia, the defensive lineman. 3rd down and long here for the Quakers, using a lot of clock here on 3rd down. We're down to 8:20 and ticking in our 4th quarter. Keaton Fossil with 3 wide. Canfield with 3 down linemen. Fossil takes a low snap. He's going to have to get out of the pocket. He will. He's going to win the foot race. He stops, and then he is knocked down at the 45. He tried to make a move, and now he winds up a few yards short. He had Marzano beat to the far sideline if he kept moving. Instead, he tried to make a move, and now he's going to be 2 yards short. Another 4th down coming up for the Quakers. They've been successful on these 4th and shorts tonight.
Yeah, and in this second half, Rich, they've converted on both two of their fourth down conversions, and now we're going to see a third one here in the second half, and we're going to see if they're going to be able to replicate that from their first two chances.
Fossil's going to try and run. He's hit at the line of scrimmage and knocked down. He's got no gain, and it's a turnover on downs for the Quakers. The Cardinals knew what was coming on that quarterback draw. They were all over it. Vince Luce and Dom DiDonato enter on the third down and fourth down packages, and they make the big play. That is huge for this Cardinals defense. Talked about giving up 10 points a game. They're right on that average here tonight.
And a big reason for that has been the run-stuffing ability from this Canfield defense. And although tonight New Philadelphia has had a lot of big runs on the ground, when needed to step up, this Canfield D-line was able to step up and make a big play.
Lowry going to keep it, and we're going to have a stoppage in play. That's going to go against Don Marzano. So a false start penalty before the snap. Talked to Mike Pavlansky during the week, and he talked about those pre-snap penalties, how they had to clean it up throughout the week. If you remember last week against Boardman, they had 5 false starts last week in Week 10, something that is very uncharacteristic of this senior-led offensive line. And so far tonight, that's just their first false start penalty. So in a way, they have shrunk the yardage in penalties, but that's a big one here in the fourth quarter. First down, 15 to go. Lowry puts a man in motion. They fake the sweep. They keep it up the middle. Lowry is going to be sliding as he was hit by Willie Wallace. So he picks up a nice chunk back. He gets the 5 back and maybe 3 more. So an 8-yard pickup for Lowry up the middle. And it's second down and 7. Jake Schneider re-enters for the Cardinals. See if this new Philadelphia defense can bear down and pick up a big stop. The time is in favor of Canfield now. Up by 2 possessions. 21-10 our score. Lowry in the pistol. He turns. He gives. Scotty Eaton puts his head down, and then Willie Wallace flying in again for another tackle. So the ball at the Quaker 49-yard line. If New Philadelphia wants to stay in this ball game, they need to stop right here and right now. 6:20 and ticking. Clarkson's going to come into the ball game here for the Quakers on the defensive line. He's their starting nose tackle at 6'2", 280, trying to make a big impact here on third down and 4. Lowry running right, looking to throw back to his back shoulder. He has nowhere to go, and he's going to have to throw it away. And now it's fourth down and 4 coming up. What a good job by the defense, especially Trevor Bean staying home on that back shoulder throw. And they blew up the play. So now Ali Shalash is going to have to punt it. Fantastic job there by New Philadelphia. They keep their team in the ball game there on that third down and 4.
And what's beneficial for this New Philadelphia team is that was an incomplete pass, so it's going to stop the play clock at 5:55. So New Philadelphia is going to have just under 6 minutes to be able to score not only once, but be able to get the ball back and be able to score a second time. So to be able to stop them here on third down was very crucial for this ball game for the Quakers.
Tetzlaff will take the fair catch right at his own 15. A nice punt there by Ali Shalash. We had our player profile with Ali Shalash, and the kicker Joel Mysick this past week at Coca's Pizza got all 28 seniors involved for the Canfield Cardinals. So be sure to check that out on our website, ysnlive.com. You know, Ollie, who is a goalkeeper on the soccer field, and then he is also a punter now. It's his first year punting, and he's done a nice job replacing Danny Inglis, who had some trouble punting for Canfield offensively. Now he's going to come on and finish his senior season as the punter here to end the year. Busy schedule for him, obviously. The Canfield Cardinals soccer team ended their fantastic season in the district semifinal with a loss over Poland 4-0. First down for Fossil. He dumps it over the middle, and there's nobody there. And he's actually looking to the near side. He looked middle. Nobody was home, and then he threw it to Trevor Bean on the halfback swing pass, but then nobody was there.
Yeah, Bean was trying to bring in that pass just a little bit too much over the shoulder there, Rich, and just a little out of reach, and now it's going to force a 2nd and 10, and fortunately for New Philadelphia, it'll stop the clock, so they'll be able to have a fresh play clock to pick a play.
Fossil throws on the run. It's Tetzloff on the reception, and then he is ripped down immediately by Anthony Mazzella, the safety. Gets just outside the 20. 3rd down, 7 to go again for the Quakers, maybe 6 as they continue to move the sticks. Under 5:30 left to play, and New Philadelphia is begging for that big play offensively. It's just been slow, methodical drives, getting a couple yards per play. They really haven't had that big gashing play.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of short passes from this Quaker offense, and with it being late in this game, we're going to have to see them air it out if they're going to have a chance to be able to come away with the victory.
Fossil's throw on the run incomplete, looking for Trevor Bean underneath. Off his fingertips, and now another 4th down coming up for the Quakers. 4th down and 5 to go for New Philadelphia, and they're forced to go for it with just 5 minutes left.
And with this play here, Rich, this play might determine the outcome of this game, because if they can't get the 4th down here, you're giving the ball back to Canfield in really good territory, as it's going to be inside of the red zone. So they're going to have a good play call here to be able to get the yards necessary to get the 1st down.
So New Philadelphia on that last play had a legal formation. Canfield's going to decline it. 4th down and 5 to go. Fossil's all alone in the shotgun. He's got 4 guys wide. Low snap. He receives it. Quick throw. He was hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete. Hunter Knotts got in there and rocked Keaton Fossil. Good pressure by the Cardinals, and now they take over. So a low snap starts the play on a down note. And then Hunter Knotts, the defensive end, came flying in, hit him as he threw, and the throw was inaccurate over his intended receiver, and Canfield takes over at the New Philadelphia 21-yard line. So either way, you're getting positive points out of this, as long as they take care of the football. Lowry takes, he gives. Here's Inglis. Inglis puts his head down before he's met there by Trevor Bean, the linebacker. He gets to the 15-yard line. That's a nice pickup of 6 to bring up 2nd and 4. Back into the ball game for the Cardinals, Angelo DeLucia. These two teams are awaiting the winner of Cuyahoga Valley Christian Academy and Aurora. If Canfield wins, they will be at home. If New Philadelphia pulls off the comeback, they will be on the road in round number 2. 2nd and 4. Clock in the favor of the Cardinals here in the 4th quarter. It's Inglis trying to get it outside. He's got nothing going. Another nice open field tackle by the linebacker and Thad Van Arsdalen.
And how big would it be for this Quaker defense to stop this Canfield offense here, Rich? Be able to force a field goal and still keep this game within 2 possessions. Because if you're New Philadelphia, the last thing that you need to do is get up a touchdown, because then your lead goes from 2 possessions to 3. So being able to stop here and force the potential field goal is definitely going to be big, especially for the outcome of this game for the Quakers.
I talked about the inexperience kicking field goals as well. Only 1 attempted by the Cardinals so far this season from their place kicker, Joel Mysick. They hand it off. Inglis. He's bunched up, and he's going to be knocked down. There was nowhere to go. Little activity after the play, and we've got flags all over the place. A couple players came flying into the pile. It's reminiscent of 2018 against St. Vincent St. Mary. So everybody's going to get together. There was definitely bodies flying around. We'll await the white hat referee here for the call. You heard him, offsetting penalties. Connor Tetzloff involved for New Philadelphia. A.J. Murphy, the tackle, involved there for Canfield, so offsetting. And I don't see the kicker out there. It's 4th down and 5 to go. They're going to go for it. See if this New Philadelphia defense can come up with one of the biggest defensive stops of the season. They need it right here to keep this season alive in 2022. They fake it. Lowry to throw it over the middle. Wide open. Caught. Walk-in touchdown. It's the tight end, Angelo DeLucia, the sophomore, with a playoff touchdown, and that pretty much puts it away. 27-10 our score. DeLucia able to slip away, wide open, turned around, and nothing but the end zone in front. And the tight end, as a sophomore who has had a lot of playing time on both the basketball court in his freshman season and now the football field here in his sophomore season. He's going to be a big player in the future for this Canfield franchise. And this is a kid that has done a lot for everyone. Kick is no good. It was deflected, and it went wide left. 27-10 is our score. 3:05 left in the fourth.
Quality, customer service, and integrity. Those are the 4 words that have driven our success since 1957 at Joe Dickey Electric.
Joe Dickey Electric is one Mahoning Valley landmark business that stays current with the requirements of our customers. Family owned and managed, we are an electrical contractor and energy solutions provider. Every member of our team adds to his or her skill set through ongoing training. Residential, commercial, industrial, automotive, and more. We keep ahead of the needs of our customers with a fleet of more than 50 vehicles and 24/7 emergency service, so you're never left in the dark.
Biggest lead of the night for the Cardinals. 27-10 is our score. Canfield here in this fourth quarter able to convert twice offensively. Danny Inglis a touchdown to make it 21-10. DeLucia a touchdown to make it 27-10. So the Cardinals coming up big here in this fourth quarter when it matters. Turn things around offensively, and now we're going to have a squib kick out of the gate, trying to avoid Tetzloff, the returner who brought it outside the 30 the last time. You know, either way, they're going to get it in the same spot. So New Philadelphia is going to take over. 5th drive here the second half. New Philadelphia only got 3 in the first half. That's the way the game was played. There was a lot of long, sustained drives, close to 6 minutes twice for New Philadelphia tonight. They have controlled the time of possession, but the Cardinals have controlled the yards on the ground.
The thing with this Canfield offense, Rich, was were they going to be able to take advantage of the opportunities that they were given on offense, and we've seen so far that they've been able to take advantage, and because of that, they're sitting here with a 27-10 lead, and more than likely will be moving on until week 12 next week.
Caden Cahoot brings down Fossil in the backfield, a big loss, all the way back to the 25-yard line. New Philadelphia's got just 1 timeout left. Canfield's got all 3. We are under 2 minutes and 30 seconds. And you can kind of see the frustration here from the Quakers. Talking to the near side official was Trevor Bean. He's the one that lost that block off the left side. And a blown whistle and a timeout taken by Mike Pavlansky. He'll take his first. We'll take one with him. 2:17 when we come back.
Quality, customer service, and integrity. Those are the 4 words that have driven our success since 1957 at Joe Dickey Electric.
Joe Dickey Electric is one Mahoning Valley landmark business that stays current with the requirements of our customers. Family owned and managed, we are an electrical contractor and energy solutions provider. every member of our team adds to his or her skill set through ongoing training. Residential, commercial, industrial, automotive, and more. We keep ahead of the needs of our customers with a fleet of more than 50 vehicles and 24/7 emergency service, so you're never left in the dark.
Timeout taken by Mike Pavlansky. Kane Cahoot with a big-time sack. Loss of 7 for Fossil. Overall, a pretty solid second half of the season for New Philadelphia. A lot to improve on in the offseason, but a lot of confidence coming back to next year where they return their starting quarterback in Keaton Fossil, who has shown the arm strength and accuracy here tonight. Unfortunately, they lose a big chunk of their skill players when you look at both the Tetzloff brothers, Trevor Bean, their senior tailback, who we've seen a lot of tonight, a couple of their wide receivers on the outside, and including Willie Wallace, a guy that's played on both sides of the football and has done a fantastic job. So they do lose a big senior class when it comes to their starters on both sides of the football, but they also have some key returners. Far sideline incomplete. It's one of the longest plays they have attempted here tonight offensively. And on the defensive side of the ball, the corner and Jack Fabry was able to break that one up. 4th down and 5 with 1:38 left to play here in our fourth quarter. So Mike Johnson and his squad looking to pick up the first, or the Cardinals can take a couple knees and this ball game is over. Fossil with a man to his left. He takes it. Looking to throw over the middle, and he threw it behind his receiver, and Willie Wallace. It's incomplete. And that is the 3rd turnover on downs for New Philadelphia here in this fourth quarter.
He had his man over the middle of the field, Rich, and just unfortunately just not able to put the ball where it needs to be. And like you said, threw it a little bit behind him, and because of that, it's going to be an incomplete pass and a turnover of downs for New Philadelphia. And it's pretty much all but over from here, Rich, as with just over 1:30 left. Canfield has to do nothing left but to take a couple knees here to end the ball game.
So for the Canfield fans listening back home, we're going to try and find the Aurora football score. If we could find it, they're playing CVCA, and the winner of this game takes on the winner of Aurora and CVCA. At the half, they were tied up at 14. Trying to find a score update right now. And there is a final score. Aurora wins it 27-17 over CVCA. So the Green Men, with this victory, will be coming to Canfield next Friday. Aurora, who is the number 10 seed, they are 8-3 on the campaign. Their losses are to Barberton, Division II, Medina Highland, who's Division II, 10-0 on the season, and Riverside, who's Division II, 9-1. So that's going to be a good football team next week that the Cardinals are going to play. So they'll take a couple knees, and this ball game will be over. But give credit to New Philadelphia, especially in that first half, what they did. They had a lot of Cardinals fans back home sweating this one out.
Yeah, and it seemed like New Philadelphia had a great game plan going into this week, Rich, and that was to keep Brock Lowry off the field, and we saw that in the first half. He only had 3 drives to mess with in that opening half, and was able to capitalize on 2 of those drives for Canfield. And the second half, we saw a couple more drives in the second half, but New Philadelphia did a great job of being able to keep Lowry off the field for a lot of the second half. But with the chances that Canfield got, they were able to capitalize on those opportunities, and because of that, that is with the outcome of the game so far at 27-10.
That's the ball game. The Cardinals, the number 2 seed, move on. They have another home game next Friday as they will host the Aurora Green Men, the number 10 seed in Division III, region number 9. The Cardinals do get 2 touchdowns in the fourth quarter to propel them to a 27-10 victory. Congratulations to New Philadelphia on a great season. Beating your rival is, one of their biggest accomplishments, beating Dover last week in overtime. So congratulations to them on a great season. Canfield will continue theirs next Friday. We'll have the call for Kyle Wills and Richie Giuliano signing off here on YSN. We'll talk to you next week.
YSN thanks you for watching this presentation of your sports network. For stories, stats, and more, go to ysnlive.com.